If you struggle to get things done, even though it's on your calendar, this one's for you. So I just got back from this conference in franchising. I go biannually to meet with some of the biggest names in franchising, CEOs and founders of major franchisors, people like Meineke, Muffler, among others. And I had this insight from the previous year that I just was like always hydrating. Like I love seltzer water. And so I fell in love with, seltzer water with a lime and maybe a little bit of salt on the rim. So good. And I noticed that I was like drinking it all conference. And then when I was like in the airport, I was like thinking about what made the conference so great. And I just remembered that I drank a bunch of seltzer water. Well, now I have a fridge full of seltzer waters and I drink them all the time and it makes me happier. I don't know, something about the bubbles. But in that same spirit, I was struggling to get things done, even though they're on my calendar. Now, like, if there's like a social pressure, like I don't attend a conference call with a new client of mine, and if I miss it, like I'm gonna like lose the client. Of course, I'm gonna make that call. But like little things like, fold my laundry or do the chores that I said I was gonna do, or even sometimes hit the gym, if I'm being honest. I struggled to get them done or even show up for them or even remember them sometimes. And I think it was because maybe in my brain, I considered it optional. Anyway, when I went to conference this year, I realized I don't actually have a problem doing all of the things that are on this agenda. Even if there is a social pressure, even if there's no social pressure, I'm there, or, I've dedicated that time to something else that I value. And it was like clearly laid out in like this time block format, not like a Google Calendar, which is how I usually manage my time. And so what I discovered is it worked at conference. I felt so fulfilled. I didn't do any of my vices like scrolling for hours or, wasting time. And it was because I think I had a block of time for every single hour of the day, whether it was a 2, 3, 4 hour block. I knew in that 4 hour block that I was doing this thing. And I always felt like I was in the right place at the right time. And so that's what I took from this conference and started implementing in my life. And I have to say, it has made it a lot easier to stay on track and stay on target for what I'm supposed to be doing with my time. Makes procrastination a little bit less easy if I know exactly where I'm supposed to be at all times. It makes it less appealing to want to procrastinate at all. So hopefully this helped. I definitely got a lot of value from this insight and just started, being more on target and more on time for things. So drop me a follow if you like this content, if it added anything to your life. Greatly appreciate it. And have a nice day.